Now I do have something that I do want to ask about in reference to boxing. And Matt, I got to do this. It's about our boy Dillian Whyte. Free Dillian
Oh
Whyte.
my God!
About
you're
what?
about to piss me off. You're about to piss me off.
Hold on. What is it?
Dylan White.
Okay.
In the news of him being cleared by UKAD in reference to the adverse finding before his fight against Oscar Rivas in the summer.
Okay,
Apparently,
I looked into it already. Okay, here's what happened. The other drug agency that took the test was completely clear. There was nothing in the guy. And the one that the UKD, whatever that was, the name of that agency is the initials. They found the UKDA, I guess it was. They found such a minute, small trace, it would not have any effect on his performance at all. This is what the other one said. The other one, even if there was in it was such a small amount that they would, when they told him how much it was amount, number one. And number two is if they used it as a masking agent, it wouldn't have masked anything. With that
Yeah,
amount,
but here's the thing, right?
Right.
The substance that was in the system that he tested positive for, there is no set threshold that is allowed for it to be in your system. It's quantitative,
but the
not
problem
qualitative.
here's the problem. The problem is he was tested by two agencies. The other one was completely clean, which is the bigger agency, the more respected agency. What's that?
If it's in a system, it's in a system. UKAD clearly stated he tested positive, but because he passes other tests that is consistent with contaminated supplements.
No. The B sample came back with 0.
No, that's not what it said. That's not what UKAD said in his statement. That's not what they said in his statement.
Here's the thing that I was saying. When the initial report came out from now 2020 Hall of Fame inductee Thomas Hauser, that the UKAD found an adverse finding in that it was traces of Dianabol in Dillian Whyte's system. My thing is this. It's not that VADA was able to test him and him being clean. It's that all previous and subsequent tests that Dillian Whyte took were clean. He came out negative for anything. The thing about testing is that all of this stuff is voluntary, in that the fighter pays for the test to be administered.
No, he does not. That's not true.
Well,
that's not true. That's not true.
Which one?
What? Here's what it is. The fighters agree to it. Okay, as a negotiating tool. At a point, the fighter will say, I want $2 million for the fight, and the promoter says, and you got to pay for the testing. And they'll say yes. He doesn't pay for the test. The fighter does not pay them for the testing. The promoter pays when you sign up for a fight. Now, if you're on the voluntary program of the WBC and you're in between fights, okay, and you're in between and you're getting tested year round, then the fighter may pay for it. But most of the time, a promoter will pay for it for the fighter. Most of the time.
Okay, gotcha. Because what I was, hearing in reference to that was the full 365 day or full-time testing or whatever it is was.
That's not what this. That wasn't the issue here. That this was one for a particular fight.
Yeah, for a particular fight. Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So with that being known with VADA, with Whyte being tested clean, is that if anything was, in someone's system, at least for me, if it's in the system, then it would be in the system in the later test.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though, JR. Here's the thing. As an athlete, you are responsible for what's in your body. I've heard people claim that Canelo Alvarez, who tested positive for Clenbuterol, he should somehow oversee the agricultural program in the entire country of Mexico, raise his own cows, test all his meat so that he doesn't test positive. But Dillian Whyte can have these quote-unquote tainted supplements, and it's okay. It's just an honest mistake.
Well,
I don't understand.
You know, I feel the WBC made a good ruling recently about allowing that how you pronounce Chemitrol. Right. I agree with it.
They allow the threshold for Clenbuterol.
Because here's why. You have to recognize the country that they're from.
Yes.
Okay, their laws, and that's not an illegal substance to have in meat in that country, even though it is in the United States. Every fighter's testing for it over there. It's like 5 or 6 fighters tested for it in the last year and a half. So
a whole soccer team tested positive for it.
Right, exactly.
Like, come on.
Right. So my point is that they had to do something because you have to respect the laws of that particular country if those athletes come from that country. That's just the way. You don't have any choice. Like, this is what I said recently, okay? And now you're not hearing professional athletes in NBA or football now getting suspended for marijuana because if it's legal in a lot of states, how can you say it's illegal to have in your system if you're a fighter? If it's a recreational drug where it really can't help you. I mean, it's like, everybody's got to get their shit together when it comes to drug testing, and nobody's on the same page. This company has a different threshold than this. This company's not recognizing that country's laws. Well, the funny thing is, the WADA have not said that anything about the Chemitrol, however how you pronounce it, however how you pronounce it. But okay, but now the BC's come out because they're a Mexican. They're based in Mexico, so they realize about the problem. But the problem is, let's forget about the DC. What does the WBO, the WBA, and the IBF say? What does WADA and VADA say? They all need to be on the same page, gentlemen, and they're not.
Yeah.
Everybody's got their own opinion.
The WBO and the IBF don't ever have a drug testing program, so they don't say anything about it. They don't ever have a testing program.
And you want to know something? Nobody should have a testing program. It should be determined by the fighters and the promotion. If both fighters want to do it, yes. If one doesn't want to do it, he doesn't want to compete against a fighter that won't take it, then that's subject. Okay, find another fight. I don't think the organizations should have anything to do with drug testing at all. Zero. Now, that being said, I'm anti-drug. I'm anti. I've never had a drug in my life. I don't even drink. I'm anti-steroids. I'm anti-performance-enhancing drugs. But it should have nothing to do with the organizations. It should be the two individual fighters that are fighting should hire the agencies, or the promoter hire the agencies and do it in conjunction with the State Boxing Commission. It should have nothing to do with the organizations, the WBC, BA, IBF, and WBO. Zero. Continue, gentlemen.
Well, Matt, you should know that the WBO can't administer no drug testing if they can't even keep their own website up. But that's another story.